Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome to the first chapter of Let's Play Sam and Max Save the World. Well, not much to say about this one as far as introductions go if you've already seen my playthrough of Sam and Max Hit the Road. If you have not, go ahead and watch that one first. I'll regale you with the history of Sam and Max, the most amazing and original comic involving a 6-foot-tall dog detective and his 3-foot-high hyperactive rabbit thingy partner that has ever been created, at least as far as I know. Anyway, this was the first in a series of games following up Sam and Max Hit the Road that was made by Telltale Games back in 2006 in an episodic format. As most Telltale games are, you just get a chapter and it keeps going, and then you get a full-length adventure game by the time the whole thing's over. So in a moment we'll see a little menu which gives us the option of selecting from different chapters, but we will be starting at Chapter 1 and playing through them in order, of course. But not much else to say about this, except Sam is a dog, Max is a rabbit, they fight crime. And we are going to fight crime with them in this remaster made by Skunk Ape Games of the original Telltale games. This one came out 2020 or thereabouts. And they have remastered the whole thing for modern computers, so let's go ahead and dig into it. And yeah, subtle shout out to Steve Purcell, the creator of Sam and Max there. And it does give us the option of picking chapters, but like I said, we're going to start with Episode 1, Culture Shock. The former child stars of the Soda Poppers TV show are wreaking havoc all over the neighborhood. But this is no ordinary tale of child stars gone awry. There's a dark force behind the Poppers' baffling antics. Using only their wits and a slew of heavy household objects, it's up to Sam and Max to save the day. And we should get a nice little intro movie to start off. Because typically this will automatically, whenever you choose a chapter, take you back to where you last left off, if you're playing through them in order. Love the Sam and Max comic book here in the background, by the way. Wish there were still Sam and Max comics, but anyway. Hopefully this will lead us to the intro video. I started recording this and accidentally jumped ahead, and there's no option to go back and watch the opening, so hopefully I've cleared the memory to where this will work properly. Alright, we have intro. Totally new Sam and Max theme this time around, but this one totally works. Got kind of a Cowboy Bebop thing going on with the intro here. You can't see it, but I'm totally chair dancing right now.
Quit moving around so much, bobblehead.
When are we gonna get another case, Sam? Surely the local lawbreakers must miss our esoteric brand of personalized criminal justice.
Patience is a sharp razor to swallow, little buddy. Okay, don't scream this time.
Ah! I got it! I got it! Hello?
Leave Swiss cheese by the rat hole, or you'll never see your precious phone alive again. Jiminy Christmas Eve in a padlocked sweatbox. Some misguidedly ballsy felons napped our phone.
Eerie. I just went cheese shopping. How did they know?
Be sure it's Swiss cheese, right? And be quick about it.
Ordinarily, I hate yielding to extortion, but I have to admit I'm half charmed by the sheer spunk of that oily little perp. Where'd you put the cheese, Max?
Gosh, it was hours ago. You know I have the memory of a dried trout.
Sadly, yes I do. Well, it's gotta be somewhere in this room.
And yes, there's a tutorial that walks us through the basics of how to do everything. It's somewhat easier this time around because there's a streamlined interface instead of having the different icons for looking and grabbing and talking, we now have just a simple cursor, which...
One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
Which, if you can look at it, you'll just read the description. If you can interact with it, you'll automatically interact with it. Or pick it up.
I think Hubert could use some water, Max.
I'm training him to fetch it himself.
This might come in handy.
Don't do that again.
Alright, so we now have a boxing glove.
A boxing glove is just the thing for violence on a crisp evening. I never travel without my trusty firearm.
We still have the cardboard box for our inventory, however. Although, how Sam keeps that cardboard box in his coat without ruining the lines of his suit is a question that will not be explored.
Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7 states. But those were quieter times.
Remember our trip to the moon, Max?
Like cottage cheese through a strainer, Sam.
You continue to baffle me, little pal.
And there are a couple of Easter eggs here in the office to earlier Sam and Max productions, that picture being one of them. It's a shout out to the Sam and Max comic Bad Day on the Moon, which got adapted into an animated special.
Nobody ever leaves us messages anymore. Hello, Mr. Spatula. How's the weather in there? Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Hey, Max.
When is it, Sam?
And we do get random conversation options, like in Sam and Max Hit the Road.
You sure you don't remember where you put that cheese, little buddy?
Sheesh, you'd think I'd forgotten my pants or something. It's here in the office someplace.
What do you think that was on the phone?
Ooh, maybe it was the governor calling about my plan to secede from the Union.
That'd be a lot funnier if I weren't in Texas.
Does that feel drafty in here to you?
Hey, you're the one with clothes on.
I wish we hadn't missed that call. It might have been the commissioner calling with a case.
Yeah, hey, or maybe it was the president about my idea to do daylight savings time in 5-minute increments.
You sure you don't remember where you put that cheese, little buddy?
Sheesh, you'd think I'd forgotten my pants or something. It's here in the office someplace.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if we were bugs?
Short, I hope. Although I've always wanted to have more arms.
Some days I can feel the atmosphere pushing on my head like a giant thumb.
Some days I hide weights in your hat to see if you'll notice.
Does that feel drafty in here to you?
Hey, you're the one with clothes on.
And eventually it will start cycling through
Let's get to work.
I couldn't agree more.
the same random conversation options.
Last month's donuts.
Don't throw that out. I'm saving it for a science experiment.
You bet, little buddy. 2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about 1 a year since then.
Let me just fiddle with the reception here.
Put it back, Sam. Put it back.
There, that fixed it.
Well, it would fix it if we had the TV on.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness, and separate your bliss.
Hey, that's that personal color spectrum book.
Self-help for the helplessly selfish.
Perfect. I'll take 2.
I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though. No comment. Someone once told me that the contents of a lava lamp make an excellent hand cream,
That was me.
which is why I haven't tried it. 20 years worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. Ah, yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome. Good old Lou.
Who's Lou again?
The bowling ball, of course. My bowling ball has Lou engraved on it. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
And yet there is a poster for the Human Enigma from Sam and Max Hit the Road, but there's also this little puppet of Max, which one of the old Sam and Max comics gave instructions on how to make your own Max hand puppet using a paper bag and a cutout that you could copy. And speaking of hit the road, this artifact might look familiar.
We should have Jesse James's hand appraised one of these days.
I bet it's especially valuable because it's autographed.
So yeah, apparently we mounted it after all the use it got in the last game.
Yoo-hoo, tiny hoodlums.
Leave the cheese by the hole.
Aha!
Oh, there it is.
One small problem, though.
Unfortunately, this is not Swiss cheese.
So what?
So, the rat was very specific about wanting Swiss cheese in particular.
Well, how do we make something into Swiss cheese?
Take that, you law-breaking dairy products.
Sam, no! The cheese was innocent!
Innocent? I think not. Voila, Swiss cheese. Or close enough to fool the casual observer, anyway.
Don't say voila.
That's not even worth a comment.
Alright, Swiss cheese on the rat hole.
Greetings. The members of the Benevolent Brotherhood of Vermin would like to thank you for your offering.
The members of Sam and Max would like their phone back now.
If you don't mind.
I regret to inform you the situation has changed, and I am unable to comply with your request. A list of additional demands for the return of the phone is as follows.
Now, let's discuss this calmly.
Let's debone the smarmy little skis and see if the phone's in there.
I ain't talking, coppers. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't no rat. Well, I ain't talking.
Alright, and now we get the option of switching between the two of them. I think we'll go ahead and start off with Sam playing good cop.
Look, I want to help you, but my partner is a little unhinged. I'm afraid I may be unable to keep him from harming you in some colorfully gruesome fashion.
Let me at him, Sam.
I could take care of myself.
Oh, really?
I'm about ready to wring your scrawny, trash-eating neck.
You think you're scary?
You don't know where his hands have been.
Or when I last washed them.
Who cares? I'm a rat, remember? Hey, Dogface, your partner's giving me a headache.
We'll go half easy on you if you'll just cough up the phone.
Yeah. Never happened, pig.
Let me pry open his skull and look for a conscience, Sam.
Yeah. I'm shaking like bacon here. Can I go now?
Maybe you'd like it if we played you some music. How about Cat Stevens?
Fine. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't afraid of no cats. Amateurs.
I'm thinking about stuffing a light bulb down your throat, Perp.
Go ahead. I've been a little hungry. Hey, Dogface, your partner's giving me a headache.
Help me help you, Jimmy.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
I have no idea, but it always sounds good on TV. You mentioned a headache. Would you like some aspirin? Oh, and while I'm at it, is there anything else I can do to make you comfortable? Are you thirsty, perhaps? Lights too bright?
Well, that's sporting of you. Now you mention it, I really don't like being up here so high. I got me a thing about heights. They make me nervous, you know?
Oh, really? Don't like heights, eh? How'd you like it if I dangled your greasy hide out the window?
Hey, you wouldn't. Wait!
I warn you, I'm known for my fuzzy white butterfingers.
It's true. You should see him trying to tie an ascot.
All right. Have mercy!
I've had mercy. It was unpleasantly gooey, like things that have fallen onto pavement from a great height.
I give up! Take your phone and let me go!
Ah, for the love of... I wish I could unsee that. Hello. Yes? Great gouts of steaming magma on a beeline for the orphanage. We're on our way.
Yeah! Ow!
Where's the rat?
I let him go. Who was on the phone?
It was the commissioner, Max. Multiple reports of malfeasance in the neighborhood.
Oh, joy! That's my second favorite feasance.
Idiot. We've got to get down to the corner store right away.
But first, we can stick our head out the window and note the graffiti.
They say graffiti is the poetry of our time.
Just what we need. More lame poetry.
Alright, well, we're going to be a little more direct about following our orders this time around. And unlike Hit the Road, we don't have the option of lingering in the hallway and checking out the office of our neighbor Flint Paper. But we now have the option of double-clicking to hustle around the road.
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
And we're seeing more of this graffiti around the place.
They say graffiti is the poetry of our time.
Just what we need. More lame poetry.
And the guy responsible for it is standing right here, and apparently his name is Specs. No relation to the liquor store.
Say there, unfashionably dressed street urchin.
Oh, you made me mess up. Now I have to start all over.
Yowzers, you are one ugly kid. Hey, I know you.
Oh, that's right. You're one of the lovable scamps from that old TV show about the singing soda jerks.
It's called the Soda Poppers, and the 70s are not old.
Specs, it's you. Wow, an actual celebrity vandalizing our neighborhood. This is great.
Tell me something about that trendy modern street art you're perpetrating.
What about it?
Do you live to paint, or do you paint to live?
I don't know why I do it. I just have to paint.
How did you select your subject matter?
He looks like a fried egg.
It's Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the IBO Ocular Fitness program. You really should try one of his videos.
I'd rather try a fried egg.
IBO sounds like an electronic archery toy.
IBO is the truly visionary ocular fitness program. Try the video today.
Where can I find a copy of the video?
They carry them over at Bosco's. You should get it.
Huh.
Sounds fascinating. But enough about that.
You can never get enough of Brady Culture's IBO.
Is this art, or is it advertising?
I'm not...
Is there really any difference?
Good point, little buddy. Did you take lessons to learn how to do that?
No, it just came to me one morning. This morning, in fact.
Are you aware that vandalism is illegal? And worse, unoriginal.
We like to punish people who do it who aren't us.
How could this be vandalism? Everyone loves Brady Culture.
Is the paint supposed to go outside the lines like that?
What? No! Where?
I'm just pulling your dwarfish leg, my friend.
Don't do that!
Well, we'll leave you to it.
But you have to agree to paint me next.
Sorry, I only paint Brady Culture.
Max, you've got the TV schedule memorized. Weren't the Soda Poppers going to be featured on one of those grim celebrity tell-alls today?
Oh yeah, on channel 173, the Child Star Expose Network, which we only get when it's convenient.
Well, something that you may have noticed in the conversation there. Convenient can of spray paint.
Hey, a can of spray paint. And it's not even empty.
Well, we can take the direct approach in dealing with this vandalism. Because as you may have noticed from the conversation, Specs here seems to have an issue with having his work being neat.
This could use a little improvement.
Hey, hey, hey! You messed it up! Oh, now I've gotta fix it, Brain Freeze.
You probably see where this is going. Because sure enough, he's down there. And we're up here with a heavy household object, as mentioned in the intro to this episode.
Can you believe we get paid for this?
I love this country.
You made me mess up.
And now this is quality television. I mean, wait. My evil plan is being threatened. Good thing I have the other two twerps to handle it. Mwahahaha. It's still not quite right. Mwahahaha.
Well, we've admired our handiwork long enough.
Maybe just one more second? Okay, let's go.
Alright, but with that random act of violence out of the way, we will get to work and head on down to the corner store. And the keen-eyed folk may notice that the layout has changed a little bit since Sam and Max hit the road. There's more space in between Sam and Max's office.
I said I was sorry.
Between Sam and Max's office and Bosco's Inconvenience, got a whole storefront here now. And a whole alley instead of just a fence blocking it.
It says they've bred a horse with 8 legs.
Does it run twice as fast?
No, but it does eat twice as much.
Nice Norse mythology reference there, because Odin had an 8-legged horse.
It says cloning rights activists are cloning themselves to create a bigger voting bloc.
It works for locusts.
And yeah, it's a little hard to see at this distance. You see it more when you go into Bosco's, but the newspaper boxes say bad news and worse
It says
news.
this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do. Tragedy, greed, cruelty, and sports scores.
That's one of my favorite bands.
I don't think I want to know any more about what's going on in the world than I already do. I don't think I want to know any more about what's going on in the world than I already do.
And yeah, we can't click on the individual signs this time, but we've got furry donuts, Atmos seltzer, canned mutton, Turkish Army surplus, pickled tape.
Looks like he's got Boston baked beans in there this month.
How do they stay fresh?
They don't.
And the streets are straight and narrow.
Takes me back to my childhood.
Alright, we'll head on in to Bosco's Inconvenience.
Have no fear, simple citizens. The freelance police are here to keep the peace.
Violently, if possible. You called?
It's just you two? Where's the SWAT team? Where's the National Guard? Where's NASA?
NASA?
Hold on, Bosco. What's the problem?
What's the problem? It's a terrorist! A Munchkin terrorist! He'll be the death of us all!
Aha! The Lollipop Guild have struck again!
Where is this Lilliputian agitator?
Are you blind? He's right there!
Hey, it's another one of the soda poppers.
Isn't he the one with the bladder control issues?
Yeah, Whizzer.
He's a former child star? Oh, just lock him up and throw away the jail!
Exactly what is the nature of Whizzer's malfeasance?
He's delivering videos I didn't even order! Brady Culture's eyebow? What is that? Oh, it's something bad, I can tell you that.
Videos.
And look at that display. It's subversive and hideous. I don't know any white guy with a fro like that.
I hear that.
Have you actually witnessed this eyebow video with your own eyes?
Only a fool would watch a strange video. You watch it.
Any other heinous terrorist activities to report?
Yes, he keeps using my bathroom. Who knows what he's doing in there?
I think I know.
So, we've got an unwanted video dumper and serial leak taker.
Not even the National Guard can help us now.
Any idea why a freakish relic of the 70s would unload videos in your store?
Think about it. No individual acting alone would ever deliver videos of his own volition. It makes no sense. I smell a conspiracy.
I think you're just catching the hot weenies in an updraft.
No, it's definitely a conspiracy.
What sort of malevolent forces would conspire to burden you with unwanted video cassettes?
Oh, they've all got it in for me. The government, the media, the mafia, aliens, sentient computers, my mother, Niels Bohr, Switzerland, headlights, lint, pastrami, hairspray.
Stop right there! Hairspray had no part in this.
Oh, sure. That's what you like to believe.
I don't think Hairspray would do Bosco much good, to be quite blunt.
So all this wizard character's doing is delivering videos.
And abusing his bathroom privileges.
That's it? Did he steal any of your overpriced merchandise or at least try to disembowel you with a sharpened spork?
No way. I've got BTADS, the single most technologically advanced security system ever conceived by the human mind.
BTADS? Is that one of those acronym things I've been hearing so much about?
Yep. Bosco Tech Automated Defense System. I made it myself.
Wow, I always wanted to automate my defense. How does it work?
Well, just pull a weapon. You'll see. Or try to walk out of here with something. Go ahead. I dare you.
Maybe we will.
I'm sorry, what was your problem again?
My problem is the police on my case have apparently been attacked by brain-stealing aliens. You have been attacked by brain-stealing aliens, haven't you?
No, only yanking your chain, compadre.
Whizzer, dumping videos, taking nothing but leaks. Got it.
At the risk of sounding callous, how come your fancy pants defense system can't even stop small bladder boy over here?
It was designed to keep people from taking stuff out of the store, not from bringing it in.
Ah, right. A rare case of reverse shoplifting.
Shop dropping.
Yeah, I suppose so. One of us needs to take a couple dozen elephant tranquilizers and call it a day.
And you should take a few yourself.
How can I be calm with a munchkin terrorist in my store?
I think we got it.
Okay, anything else?
Nice place you got here.
What's so nice about it?
What's with the maximum security prison motif?
You've been robbed as many times as I have. You do the same.
I've never been robbed, actually, but then I typically point a large firearm at anyone who approaches me.
You crack me up, little buddy. How do you get out of that cage, anyway?
That's for me to know and you never to find out.
Bosco's Inconvenience. Nice name.
It's true. It really is inconvenient.
Well, thanks. I try.
What were we talking about? We'd like to patronize your fine establishment, my good man.
By patronize you, he means we want to buy stuff from you, not mock you. We probably will mock you, but that's not what he meant.
I know what he meant. Don't patronize me. So, what do you want to buy?
What have you got?
Well, I've still got that big sale on cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese! I want that!
And I might have another item of interest behind the counter.
What have you got?
Well, I've still got that big sale on cheese.
Oh yeah, cheese! I want that!
And I might have another item of interest behind the counter.
Okay, let's ask about the item behind the counter.
I accept your thinly veiled invitation to ask about the item behind the counter.
Oh, it's just a little something I like to call a tear gas grenade launcher.
Tear gas grenade launcher? Oh yeah, I really want that!
It's the latest in Bosco Tech innovation. It'll clear out any room in no time guaranteed.
I feel really close to you right now.
We'd like that tear gas grenade launcher.
That'll be $10,000.
$10,000? We'll have to give out like 1,000,000 tickets.
Or one really big one.
You mean...
White Collar Crime Drive.
where corporate criminals go to rejoice in their ill-gotten gains.
After we blow this popsicle stand, we can go hunt us up one of those starchy cesspiles and hit 'em where it hurts the most. Right in the pocketbook.
That's not what I thought you were going to say, but that's good too.
Do you have any weasels on a stick?
Nope.
And we can run through several things
Do you have
here.
any two-handed broadswords?
Nope.
Do you have any vegetables in the shape of famous naturalists?
Nope.
Do you have any candy pink fat boys?
Nope.
Do you have any exiled political dissidents?
Nope.
Do you have any weapons of mass destruction?
Who's asking?
Do you have any... I've run out of ideas.
Well, you can always just start over again.
Good idea. Do you have any weasels on a stick?
Yep.
Nope.
And I thought there was an achievement for running through all these. Maybe I did get it the first time I played through this.
Nothing for us right now.
Okay.
We'll chat more later, Bosco, but right now it's time to get up close and personal with that pint-sized evildoer.
Stop that crazy man before he kills us all!
Actually, right now it's time for us to stop this first chapter. But thank you for watching, and next time we will finish exploring Bosco's inconvenience before we get down to dealing with the problem of Whizzer. See you then.